Live and local. Detroit's #1 news station. News Radio 950 WWJ.
Good afternoon. I'm Tracy McCaskill.
And I'm Tony Ortiz. Our top story at 3:31. Crews are still on the scene at this hour of a bad crash along I-696 in Oak Park this afternoon. WWJ's Darylyn Horn is currently on the scene, and she joins us live with what we know so far. Darylyn?
That's right, Tony. Still on the scene here at 696 East, where a semi-truck crashed into a median earlier this afternoon. And according to Michigan State Police, the semi-truck was just going too fast and crashed into the median. And if you're in the area right now, you'll probably see that semi-truck still laying on its side, and crews are trying to flip it back around and get it off the road. But on the east part of 696, everything is at one lane at the moment as crews work to try to get this all cleaned up. And MDOT says it's going to take quite a while. It's going to take probably a couple of more hours to get everything off the freeway from the damage that this crash has caused. As you guys can hear, people are honking at each other because the traffic is just very much stop and go. And crews have to get car parts out of this semi-truck that the semi-truck was carrying. And MDOT said it's definitely going to affect rush hour, and they're not sure how long all this will take. But luckily, there were no injuries. There were no other people affected in the crash, so that is a good thing. But the roads are definitely still very slick. It was just raining a few moments ago. There was a crash earlier this morning on I-75 near 8 Mile where a man died. So if you're out on the roads, just take your time. Leave a little bit early if you have to, but just take things slow and be aware of other drivers as well. Reporting live from Southfield, Darylyn Horn, WWJ News Radio 950.
All right, Darylyn, thank you.
Local. Detroit's #1 news station. News Radio 950 WWJ.
Good afternoon. I'm Tracy McCaskill.
And I'm Tony Ortiz. Our top story at 4:31. As we get ready for the rush hour, we have some even bigger problems now along 696 this afternoon in Oak Park, where a semi-truck slammed into the median earlier today. WWJ's Darylyn Horn joins us live from the scene with the latest details. Darylyn?
And when you say bigger problems, I literally just saw a crash happen right in front of me on East 696 going towards Coolidge, where that single lane was. It looks like a truck was going eastbound 696, and a smaller vehicle crashed right behind that single SUV. So now crews are directing people around the debris caused from that crash, along with the semi-truck crash that happened from this morning in the exact same spot, where a semi-truck was driving a bit too fast and crashed into a median right in the middle between 696 eastbound and westbound. Now, what we know from Michigan State Police is that these cleanup efforts are going to take quite a while, actually a few hours, and this is going to all affect rush hour traffic, because of how much damage was caused from the semi-truck crash. But now that this crash that literally just happened right in front of me in the exact same spot where the semi crash just happened, that is going to cause some even slower backups at this point. And now crews are cleaning up the debris from that crash. Just a reminder, just spoke to someone at MDOT, and they want to remind drivers to just slow down on the roads. You will get to your destination. Even though the rain has stopped, the roads are still pretty slick at this point in the day, and probably will be for the rest of the day. So just take your time out on the roads. There was a crash earlier today on I-75 near 8 Mile, actually a fatal crash. So take your time, give yourself some extra time leaving home today, as rush hour is just about to begin in the next 30 minutes. Reporting live from Southfield, Darylyn Horn, WWJ News Radio 950.
All right, thank you, Darylyn. A reminder.
Live and local. Detroit's #1 news station. News Radio 950 WWJ.
Good afternoon. I'm Tony Ortiz.
And I'm Tracy McCaskill. Our top story at 5:03, a traffic nightmare along 696 this afternoon. WWJ's Darylyn Horn is on the scene and joins us live with what we know now. Darylyn?
Yes, still live here at eastbound 696 near Coolidge Highway, where there was a semi-truck crash that crashed through a median. According to Michigan State Police, the semi-truck was speeding, but about 30 minutes ago, once the lanes merged into one lane near Coolidge Highway, a smaller car just smashed into an SUV right in front of me due to distracted driving. And MDOT crews want people to know to just pay attention on the roads today. It's not raining now, but the roads still seem pretty slick from where I'm sitting. And, you know, it looks like the driver of this smaller vehicle, he seems to be okay. The driver in the SUV, obviously okay, because she was rear-ended. But, you know, they just want to remind drivers to pay attention on the roads. As far as that semi-truck crash, it looks like they got the semi-truck off its side and they're currently getting the auto parts out of it. But until then, it's going to still be pretty backed up from Greenfield, especially. All the lanes, as I can see from my viewpoint, are full. The traffic, I should say, is still pretty backed up from Greenfield if you're on eastbound 696 going towards Coolidge, and it's going to be this way for quite a while. MDOT crews don't know how long it's going to take, but they say it's going to take a few hours. So we'll just have to stay on top of this and see is specifically how long it's going to take. But in the meantime, just stay focused on the roads, pay attention, look out for other people. Those are the things MDOT crews want people to especially know, especially if you're in the area of Southfield right now. Reporting live from Southfield, Darylyn Horn, WWJ News Radio 950.
All right. Thank you, Darylyn.
Live and local. Detroit's #1 news station. News Radio 950 WWJ.
Good afternoon. I'm Tracy McCusko.
And I'm Tony Ortiz. Our top story at 5:31. Michigan State Police troopers and road crews are still trying to clean up a semi-crash on I-96 at this hour. WWJ's Darylyn Horn joins us live from the scene with all the latest details. Darylyn?
Yes, Tony, speaking of cleanup efforts, it looks like they are getting those auto parts off the semi-truck that crashed into a median near eastbound 696 near Coolidge earlier in this afternoon. And about an hour ago, I saw a crash happen right in front of me on eastbound 696 near Coolidge. A smaller vehicle rear-ended a SUV, and it looks like both drivers are okay. But this all boils down to the slick conditions on the roads that we've been getting all day. There was a deadly crash on I-75 near 8 Mile this morning, and then a few miles from there was another crash. And I'm sure we haven't even seen all the crashes that have happened today, but there have been several of them around Metro Detroit. And MDOT crews really want to encourage drivers to pay attention this afternoon as rush hour is still going on. And as crews try to clean up this mess here on 696 eastbound, it looks like westbound is picking up. There's a lot more cars over there at this point, and they're directing people off the Greenfield exit. And near Greenfield and eastbound 696, there are a ton of cars, a ton of backups, a ton of traffic, a ton of people trying to just get home and all of this. But cleanup efforts, we are not sure how long all of this is going to take, according to MDOT. But it looks like they have made a lot of progress so far since 2 o'clock when I first got here. So they're doing everything pretty fast, but there's still a lot more to go and a lot more cars out here as rush hour starts to pick up. Reporting live from Southfield, Darylyn Horn, WWJ News Radio 950.
All right, Darylyn, thank you. With the NFL draft in Detroit